Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be for this slouchy crochet beanie hat. So grab your yarn and your hook and let's get crocheting. For this project I am using this medium 4-ply yarn. It is a Red Heart Comfort size 4 medium. And with this, the pattern calls for a 5.5mm crochet hook, which I will use to make the body of the hat. But for the brim, since that's where we're starting, I will be using my 4mm crochet hook to give it a more tighter finish. Alright, so let's begin. Okay, so to start, I'm going to make a loop. And I'm going to be working on the brim first, like I said. Alright, so I'm going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you can chain more or less depending on how wide you want your brim. So I think for me, this is a decent width. You can go 10, 11, 12, totally up to you. Alright, so with a chain of 9, I'm going to skip the first stitch from the hook, and in the second chain, I'm going to make 1 single crochet and then 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way across for a total of 9 stitches. Okay. So just like so, 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way across. And for the brim, we will be working single crochet until the brim is long enough to fit around your head. For most people, that would be anywhere between 21 to 23 inches. So for round 2, I'm just going to chain 1, turn, and with the stitches facing me, I'm only going to be working in the back loops. So just to give it that ribbed effect. So it will be 1 single crochet in each back loop all the way across, and each row will have 8 stitches. So just like that. So just back loops only. All the way across for 8 stitches, and then you will chain 1, turn, and do the next row. So just 1 single crochet in each back loop. I hope you can see this. Okay, so with the stitches, looking at the stitch from the top, there's 2 loops, a front loop and a back loop. So you're only going through the back loops, like so. And like I said, that's it for every single row. 8 stitches across until the band either measures between 21 inches and 23, or until you're satisfied with the fit around your head if you're making it for yourself. So keep going until you have a long enough band to fit around your head, and then we'll move on from there. Alright guys, so I have completed my band. I am not sure how many rows I did because I did not count, but I did measure it, and it is exactly 21 inches long. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold it in half like so. Sorry if I'm out of the frame. Let me see if I can zoom out a bit. Okay, so this is what I have. So at this point, I'm going to put these 2 sides together to form a circle, and then we'll move on to working on the body of the hat. Alright, so Continuing with my 4mm crochet hook. All right, I'm just gonna put both sides together like so, and I'm going to slip stitch this side to this side. So I'm gonna enter the next side, pick up the yarn and pull through both loops like so. I'm gonna go into the next stitch and then pick up the next side and slip stitch all the way down. And it should be a total of 8 stitches. Okay. If you hear ticking, that's my clock. It's like so quiet in here. And the clock is up on the wall, but it's pretty, I guess, loud in the silence. So ignore that if you can. All right, so once I've gone down the seam, this is what it looks like. Once you pull it apart, it's not very noticeable. Well, it's not noticeable at all. It just falls in like one of the ridges. All right, so moving forward, I am going to chain 3, which does not count as a single crochet. That's 1, 2, 3. Sorry, doesn't count as a stitch. All right, so for this pattern, it is worked in multiples of 5. So into each space, I'm going to put 1 double crochet, and I'm going to put them into groups of 5. So I'm going to count 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So because it's the pattern is worked into multiples of 5, I want to make sure that going around this, I guess you could count all the stitches, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then see if it falls within the multiple of 5, and then at the end you would either add stitches to get to 5 or take away stitches to make sure you're ending on a multiple of 5, or you can do what I'm doing and count 5 at a time to make sure you're within the 5. All right, so that will be it for this round. Just one double crochet in each space. So basically what I'm doing is I'm putting 1 between each ridge, one in the ridge. So if you're looking at the pattern like this, I'm putting 1 between and then 1 in here, 1 between, 1 in here, 1 between, 1 in here, and just keeping it within a 5 count. So I'll keep going, and then when I get close to the end, then I'll show you what I do if I have less than 5 or more than 5 to keep it within the multiple. I hope that makes sense. All right, so just keep going with your stitch count. Take a note of the stitches that you have so we know we're within the multiple of 5, and then I'll meet you when I'm close to the end and we'll go from there. All right, so I'm coming up to my last group of 5. I have 4 so far, but then I realize I only have 1, 2, 3 spaces left. So if I complete, so in this last group of 5, I have 4 out of 5. So if I put 1 more, then I'm still gonna have 2 spaces left. I could either turn those 2 spaces into 5, into another group of 5 by increasing, putting 2 stitches in one and 3 in the other, or 3 in one and 2 in the other to make another group of 5, or I can double crochet these last 3 spaces together to make 1 to complete this set of 5 that I'm working on right now. And that is what I'm going to do. So you can either increase or decrease. So at this point I will just, these last 3 spaces that I have together, I am going to double crochet together to complete. So I have 4 stitches. I'm just going to turn these 3 into 1 to complete this last row of 5. Alright, so to double crochet these 3 spaces together, I'm just going to go through the first space, pull up and pull through like so, go through the second, pull up and pull through 2 other loops like so, then go through the last space, hook the yarn, pull through 2, hook the yarn, and pull through all 3 loops, and those 3 stitches become 1 stitch. So there I have my last group of 5 stitches, 1 2 3 4, and these 3 together as 1 makes 5. And then I will join with into the beginning chain 3 space to complete this round. Like so. Alright, so moving forward, I am switching to my 5.5mm crochet hook, and I will begin with a chain 3, 2, 3, which doesn't count as a stitch. For this pattern, the reason why we had groups of 5 is, for this pattern we are going to have 3 front post double crochets and 2 back post double crochets, and we're going to do that in a repeat all the way around. So you wrap your yarn around your hook like so, enter the stitch from the front, hook the yarn, pull through, pull up, and complete your 1 double crochet. So we're doing that for the first 3 stitches. So 3 front post double crochets like so, then 2 back posts. For back posts you are entering the stitch from the back like so, and completing a double crochet, and that's twice, and that completes your first group of 5, not counting the chain 3 that we started with. Alright, so again it's 3 front post double crochet, 1 2 and 3, then 2 back post double crochets, 1 and 2. All right, so go ahead and complete that pattern. 3 front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet, 3 front post double crochet, 2 back loop double crochet, all the way around, and I will meet you back at the starting point and we'll move on. All right, so I am coming up to the end of round 2. I ended with 2 back post double crochet, and I'm just gonna join in the, well, slip stitch in the top of that chain 3 to join. All right, so moving forward, I'm gonna chain 3, and for this round we are going to be slanting our front post and back post double crochets to give it the spiral effect. So to do that, this first front post double crochet we're going to make into a back post double crochet. We are still going to be continuing with our 3 front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet moving forward. So we have 2 front posts left, but we need 3. So we're going to do 1 front post double crochet around that first one, 1 around the second, and then the next one is a back post double crochet. We're going to need to make that into a front post double crochet to give us that first group of 3 front post double crochet. So now the next one is a back post double crochet, which we're going to do 1 back post double crochet, and the pattern calls for 2 back post double crochet. So this one we're going to have to work as a back post double crochet. So that gives us our first group of 5, which is 3 front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet, and we will continue that moving forward. So 1 front post, 2 front post double crochet. The next space is a back post, but we are going to make that into a front post because we are following the pattern of 3 front post double crochet, 2 back posts. So the next one is a back post double crochet, and then the one after that is a front post, but we need 2 back posts, so we'll have to make this one a back post double crochet. All right, so again, 3 front post double crochet, 1, 2, and we need a third one, but this one is a back post, so we're going to pull it forward to make it into 3 front post double crochet. Then the 2 back post double crochet, 1, this one is a front post, but we need a back post, so we make it into a back post double crochet like so. All right, and that is what is going to give us that slanted spiral effect. So keep going with this round and I will meet you back at the starting point and we'll move on. All right, so finishing up round 3, I have my 3 front posts double crochet and all I have left is 1 stitch. So I'm just going to make 1 back post double crochet. See, we started with 1 back post double crochet, then our 3, we ended with 3 and then 1. So this one and this one will give us our 2 back post double crochet, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to slip stitch into that space to join. All right, and moving forward to round 4, we're going to start with a chain 3, 2, 3. And following the pattern, we have 1 back post double crochet, 3 front post double crochet. We need 2 back post double crochet, then 3 front posts. So we're going to do 1 back post around the back post of the previous round, because we are shifting over 1 again for this round because we want to get that slanted effect. So that's 1. So this front post double crochet will become a back post double crochet. So that's our 2 back post double crochet right there. Now we need 3 front post double crochet. That's 1 and 2, and that takes us to this stitch, which is a back post. We're going to make that a front post to complete our first group of 5. So 2 back posts, 3 front posts. So next we have 2 back post double crochets. So that's 1. This is a front post. We're making it a back post to give us the 2 back posts, 2 back post double crochets. Now we need 3 front posts. So that's 1 front post double crochet, 2, and the next one is a back post. We're going to make it into a front post to give us our 3 front post double crochet. Now 2 back posts, so there's 1 already there, and the next one is a front post. We're going to make it into a back post to give us our 2 back post double crochet to complete this group of 5. So 3 front posts, 2 back posts, and again 3 front post double crochet, 1 around that one, 1 around the second one, and the third one is a back post. We're going to pull it forward to make it our 3rd front post, like so. Now 2 back posts, 1 back post around the back post of the previous round. Next one is a front post. We're going to make it a back post. All right, so that is it for this round. So keep going. 3 front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet, all the way around following the pattern, and I will meet you at the end of this round. All right, coming up to the end of round 4, I just have a couple more stitches. All right, so I did my 2 back post double crochet. Now it's for the 3 front post double crochet. So that's 1, 2, and I only had 1 back post left, so that's going to become a front post. So ending with 3 front post double crochet. And as you can see, we started with 2 back posts, so it's still within the pattern. And I'm just going to slip stitch into that chain 3 to join to complete this round. So round 5, chain 3, and with each round we are shifting over 1. So right here we have 2 back post double crochet was what we started with in row 4. So for row 5 we're going to start with 1 front post double crochet. Whoops. And then 2 back post double crochet. So the next one will be a back post, and this one is a front post. We're going to make it a back post. All right, now we need 3 front post double crochet, so that's 1 and 2, and this back post we're going to pull forward to make our 3rd front post double crochet. All right, so next it will be 2 back posts. So that's 1 that's already set up, and this front post is going to become our second back post double crochet. And we will just continue the pattern all the way around until the end of this round. So 3 front post double crochet, that's 2, and this back post will become our next front post, like so. So just like before, we've shift over 1, so to get that slant. At this point the pattern is not really that visible, but as we keep going it will start to take shape. So just keep going. 3 front post double crochet. So 2 will always be in the front, and the 3rd one you'll have to turn a back post into a front post. And then the back post, 1 will already be there, and you'll have to make 1 front post into the 2nd back post. All right, so keep going all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of round 5. All right, so coming up to the end of round 5, I did 3 front post double crochet, then 2 back posts, and I have 2 stitches remaining. So I'm going to do 2 front post double crochet, and remember we started with 1 front post double crochet, so together that's our 3 front post double crochet. So just slip stitch in the top of the chain 3 to complete that round. For the next row, chain 3, 2, 3, and then we're moving from 1 front post to 2, so 1 front post double crochet around the first stitch. The next one is a back post, which we're going to make into our 2nd front post double crochet to start. Whoops. Next stitch is a back post double crochet, so we're going to do our 2 back post double crochet. So there's 1, and then the next one is a front post, but we're going to make it our 2nd back post double crochet. So row 6 starts with 2 front posts, then 2 back posts, and now we'll go back to our 3 front post double crochet. So 1 in the first one, 1 in the second, and our 3rd one is a back post double crochet. We're going to make it our 3rd front post double crochet. Now for your 2 back post double crochet, 1 is already set up. Next one is a front post. We're going to make that our 2nd back post double crochet. Then our 3 front posts, 1 and 2 are already set up. 3rd one is a back post. We're going to make that our 3rd front post. And we will continue the same pattern all the way around. So 3 front posts double crochet, 2 back posts double crochet, 3 front posts double crochet, all the way around, and I will meet you at the end of row 6 and we'll continue. All right, coming up to the last few stitches of round 6. So I did my 3 front post double crochet. Now 2 back post double crochet. This front post becomes a back post. And I only have 1 stitch remaining, which will be my 1 front post double crochet. And as you can recall, we started with 2 front post double crochet. So with this one, there's our 3. So I'm just going to slip stitch right here in the top of the chain to complete this round. All right, and our pattern moving forward will be repeating row 2 to 6. So I think you'd repeat that until you are satisfied with the body of your hat. So we'll start with a chain 3, which doesn't count as a stitch. And then right here we had 2 front post double crochet. We are going to make that 3. So row 2 started, if you can remember, that was after our row of double crochets. It started with 3 front post double crochets, then 2 back posts, 3 front posts, 2 back posts. So that is 2 so far, and then we have a back post double crochet that we're going to make a front post. So we're going to have 3 front post double crochet, 2 back post double crochet, 3 front posts, all the way around. All right, so at this point you will just continue repeating from row 2 to 6 until you have the desired depth of your hat. I think 1, 2, 3. I'll repeat this another 3 more times for a total of 4 repeat rows of row 2 to 6, and then we'll see what I have at that point. Okay, so just keep going, building the body of your hat, and then I'll show you how to finish off, and we'll go from there. All right, so I have completed 3 repeat rounds of row 2 to 6, and this is what I have. I haven't measured it, but I have tried it on and I'm satisfied with the depth. So now I am going to be closing the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the pattern the same as before. So chain 3, and I have 2 front post double crochet. That's where I ended. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and for this back one, for this back post, I'm going to make it a front post. So this would be a row 2 that I'm starting. Okay, and then after the 3 front posts will come the 2 back posts. However, I am trying to decrease the top to pull it in, so I'm going to skip the next back post double crochet and move over to this one, and that's where I'm going to put my back post double crochet. And in this row I'm only doing 1. So next I'll move to this stitch and I'll do my 3 front posts just like before, 2 around the existing 2 front posts, and then this back post I'll make into my 3rd front post double crochet. Then I'll skip this back post that's here, move over to this one, and I'll make that my 1 back post double crochet. And then I'll continue with my 3 front post double crochet just like before. 1, 2, and this back post will become my 3rd. Then again I'll skip the next back post and do it around the next stitch, and then continue with my 3 front post double crochet. So that will be the repeat for this round, and we are skipping one of our back posts. So in each group of 5 will now become a group of 4. So you'll have 3 front post double crochet, skip 1, then 1 back post double crochet, 3 front posts, skip 1, 1 back post, and that will be the repeat for this round. So go ahead and finish this round, and then I will show you how to do the next round. At the end of this first decrease round, I ended with 1 back post double crochet, and I'm just going to slip stitch into the chain 3 to join. Now chain 3, and then for this round we are going to do 3 front post double crochet around the 3 front post double crochet that are already there from the previous round. 2 and 3, and this is also a decrease round, so we're gonna skip over the 1 back post double crochet and just move to the next 3 front post double crochet, and that will be it for this round. Just 3 front post double crochet, skip the back post 1, 3 front post double crochet. So that's all we're doing for this round, just the front post double crochets, no back post double crochets, and that will start to pull things in a little bit more. So go ahead and complete decrease round number 2, and then we'll pick up from there. Okay, so coming up to the last stitches of row 2 decrease, I'm just gonna skip that back post double crochet and just slip stitch into the top of the chain 3. And then to begin round 3 of this decrease, we're chaining 3, and we're going to front post double crochet around the first 2 double crochets, skip the 3rd and move over to the next group of 3 where we are only gonna front post double crochet around the first 2, skip the next one, move over to the next set and front post double crochet around the first 2, skip the 3rd, move to the next group and front post double crochet around the first 2, and that is the repeat for this decrease round. So 2 front post double crochet, skip the 3rd, all the way around until you get back to the beginning chain 3 space. All right, so keep going and I will meet you at the end of this round. Okay, so at the end of decrease round 3, I'm just gonna skip over that last front post double crochet and slip stitch into the chain 3 to complete this round. Okay, and then at this point we are just going to pull up a loop, and now you'll need to pull up a long enough tail because we're gonna be sewing this part in, like gathering it in to close the top completely. So you want to cut off a long enough tail. All right, so once you decide how long you want your tail to be or how much thread you think is needed to sew this part in to close the top, and you just go ahead and cut that off with your scissors. Okay, and now you want to take your yarn needle and we're just going to close up the top. And you can sew this in however you want to. I'm just going to go in and out around the perimeter of this top. So just weaving in and out of the stitches. There's no real rhyme or reason to how you need to do this. It's just the end goal is just to close the top, pretty much. So just in and out, all around. Okay, just like so. And once you have gone all the way around, you can go around again just to make sure it is completely secure. Totally up to you if you want to go around once or twice, or if you want to switch up directions and start going across like I'm gonna do right now. Just go across, make an X just to secure the thread in a sense. Okay, and you'll just fasten it off and secure your thread. And then I guess at this point you can just tighten your thread and close off. And that would be your hat completed. Now you can, with the remaining thread that you have, you can create a pom-pom for the top of your hat. I am not good at pom-poms, so I always opt for the artificial option. I have a couple here. These I got on Amazon. They came in a pack of 12, I think, different colors. And all I'm going to do is to attach my pom-pom to the top of my hat. I will do this off camera because I'm probably gonna do the button method, which is, it comes with this little elastic on here, and what I usually do is I'll pull it into the center like so. But then what I like to do is I like to sew a button on the inside, and then this would go over the button. Say this is my button, then this would go over it like so, and that would keep it secure on the hat. That way when I need to wash the hat, I can remove this before tossing the hat into the laundry without ruining my pom-pom. Alright, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye!